Oh.
Just me and thee?
Just me and you, kid.
Kid? Really?
Just me and you, kid. Our kid.
Never forgot that now.
I'm out of breath. One just walked upstairs.
Be careful.
All right. Knackered. When he walked upstairs, hey Sheila.
Hey Sheila. Well.
I'm knackered. Evening, Karen. Annie Lynn's going to say I've got black eyes again, look.
We'll put kettle on.
Hey, Carol. How's everybody? Don't like this camera much.
No, what's up with it?
I don't like being at this side. I like that side. Should swap places. Puts me about on this side.
What places then? You don't swap places?
No, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I just whinge. Oh dear. So we're doing dark rings, Lindsay. They are very dark. But this lighting doesn't help. If I go under this lighting, they're not as dark. It's when I lean forward, look. I know that one's a bit dark, that one, innit? I need iron.
She needs an iron?
I'd give me iron. I'm getting my sunglasses or my reading glasses. It covers me, my dark bits up.
Put my sunglasses on.
Is that better? Shall I sit like this? Covering my dark black eyes up. Hey, Sophie. How's everybody?
Look like Ray Charles.
Ray Charles. So, tonight we're doing Chit Chat Monday instead of Chit Chat Tuesday. And can you guess why we're doing Chit Chat Monday instead of Chit Chat Tuesday? Do you know why? Hey, Lisa, you won my sweets. Evening, Diane. I'm wearing glasses, guys, because I got dark eyes. I got sheepy Fanny's eyes, so glasses are on.
Yeah, my glasses.
Oh,
bless you, Sheila.
I've let Dan know you're like, oh, cheers, Sophs. Docs wanted me to have another CT scan as manager. Oh, Sheila. Let us know how you get on. Exactly, Lisa. Football's coming on.
It's not if you better play better.
Listen, whoever stays in, I'm supporting. So I'll choose another team. Yeah, I'm going to switch to Wales if England goes out. No, I'm joking. See, you did know, Lisa. You did know. Hey, Judith, hope you're well. They're a bit dark, them glasses, you know.
Oh, get yours.
Go get mine, yeah. My reading glasses, though, then I can read close to the screen. I ain't got to sit this close. Still leaving my glasses on, though. Can't believe how dark my eyes look in this. See, if I come over this way, look, they don't look as dark, do they? England's playing tomorrow, Sheila. I'm going to sit in his chair. That's better. See, they don't look as dark this side now, look. He can have to sit in Comfy's chair. Take his glasses off my head. Pop them up there. See, look what we've got. Toothpicks. Who remembers the quiz? I don't know. We're playing, Sheila. Still no nickname for Dan yet, apart from Snack. Snack. Yeah. So anybody who played quiz will know what them toothpicks mean. Danger, danger, stranger. You look alright, Wally. Unless you've stretched my glasses round your head.
I can't even see in these things.
Getting interference? Oh, we hope not, because we're plugged in fully, so there's no interference on our end. Unless... That's better, look.
Can my glasses look dark eyes?
I've got it's that lighting. Oh, you put smudges.
I
I don't know why you'd be getting interference, anybody, not from our end, because John's pushed the lead up. We're actually connected.
Yeah,
fully, aren't we?
Yeah, we're actually plugged into Ethernet cable. We're not on Wi-Fi.
So we're not on Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
hey, up, mate. Happy birthday for the day. We're plugged in fully. Eh, dear. So, Chit Chat Tuesday. What we're going to talk about, guys? I can push it back a bit now, look.
Interference on what way? Like crackling or?
There shouldn't be non-interference unless if it's that. Yolanda, is it that interruption? Evening, Trace. Tracy.
Sounds a bit crackly.
Sounds a bit crackly. Could that be why we're crackling?
I don't know. It could be down to StreamYards, though.
I'm steaming up.
It's not my fault.
Well, you know, when I went on, there's a lot of static on sound.
Hold on, I know. It might feedback a minute.
Do you know when I went on, there's a lot of static on sound? Move that away from computer.
Hold on, I know. That any better?
That any better? All okay with me? Yep, crackling. Hey, Laura, are we crackling? Are we crackling? Or is that better? We are super cringe, Yolanda. Yeah, a bit. Oh, I don't know why we're crackling now. Why are we crackling?
I don't know. Yeah, what? It's better, or yeah, we're still crackling.
Oi, oi, Nanny Lane, oi, oi.
I wish people would be.
What?
You stop messing with mouse.
I'm not touching anything.
Just push mouse for you.
Well, let me go like that up there with the mouse, and that's move the mouse. Better. I think it could be phone interference. It's
okay
too
on
close.
YouTube. It's been okay on YouTube. It's only Facebook.
It's only Facebook. We're crackling. Oh, it's Facebook that's broken again. We're not crackling on YouTube. So if it's bad, go to YouTube. Hope everyone well trapped a nerve. Oh, Laura, sending you loads of love sweets. That sciatica's awful, and I know what them trapped nerves feel like, my lovely. Make sure you rest your arm. And don't do too much. A bit better now. Must be something that we're close to.
Not really my phone. If I turn my phone off.
I don't know why you got your phone on. So yeah.
I can't see if.
Well, it's raining. It's raining. It's pouring.
No, turn my phone off. So if it's that's interfering.
John's a grump in the morning. Yeah. So
no, Lindsay's a grump.
I'm not. These have seen me in the morning. I ain't no grump.
Oh, you are.
Lynn's going over to the dark side. The dark side of YouTube land.
Because you got up in a good mood.
On my first job on Wednesday. Oh, don't be Sophie. You'll be fine, my lovely. Daughter went and had hers. We've all been done, haven't we?
Yeah.
We're all jabbed up and injected.
Can I have me?
Oh, sorry. Are you going to puff her? Yeah. You're going to be a Puff the Dragon? Mm. Is it Puff the Dragon? Yeah.
Oi, again, Nanny Lynn.
Oi, again. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah,
is it crackling on Scotty or Nanny Lynn? Is the sound crackling on YouTube?
No, Carol and Yolanda's both said it's fine over there. So I don't know why we're crackling on Facebook. So Facebook could be broken. So what shall we chit chat about? Shall we chit chat about the week's happenings? It's Magic Dragon. What did I call it? That's what I called it. Magic Dragon. That's the song. Is that what I called it?
I don't know. I won't listen to you.
It's Puff the Magic Dragon lives by the sea. That's the song. My daughter's having her job on Wednesday too. Ooh, Carol. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Crackling on YouTube too a little. Very, very strange. I don't know. It might be this shitty computer that we're using. We never have no trouble when we're using mine downstairs, so I think it's just John's.
Crackling, it's just you, Lindsay.
Oh dear, is it my cackle?
You said crackling or cackling?
Dear. I'm cackling. So, yeah, so...
oh, I know it might. Pass me a mouse.
Oh, you know what it might be? You got how many windows you got open?
What I was wondering was... No, it is.
General webcam, is that what it's supposed to be on? Oh, that second one. High definition. Oh, excuse me for yawning. Oh. Come on.
That any better?
Can't see it. Can't see the screen.
Has that stopped?
Hey, Donna, hope you're well, my lovely. Oh dear, it's crackling now. Are we crackling? Are we crackling? My family at country now have COVID. I just got back last Tuesday, baby of 5 months in ICU with COVID pneumonia. Oh, Sheila. Sending loads of healing, my lovely. I think, do you know, I hate to say it, but I think as soon as lockdown were lifted, we all made that mistake of visiting in large groups. And I don't think that's helped. I think another thing is because we've all been isolated and we've all been quarantined for a year and a half, I think the slightest little bugs now are affecting us all as though we've never had them before. So I think there's going to be a lot of illnesses coming off. I hope everybody who has got COVID or suffering from COVID is all okay. Is it Kutchers? I'm sending Kutchers to Donna. Yeah. So it's Kutchers sending you a Kutch, a big Kutch, Donna. That's just for you, a big Kutch. What is it? Anybody can cuddle, but only the Welsh can Kutch. That's the saying. Oh, I don't know
why.
All I
can do is go and get other camera, take us out, change camera, and put us back on.
Well, go and get other camera then. Might be this shitty camera up here. It's when Lindsay talks or laughs. You think I'm too near mic? Hang on a minute then. Is that better if I sit back here? Am I still cackling? Do I have to talk quiet? Is that better? Kutching is the best. It is, Donna, it is. The Kutches are the best. Lindsay, it never seems to end for us. We are deaths in family. Do you know, it's seriously, Lindsay, it's me, I'm too close to Mike.
It's still crackling. You can hear it downstairs, man.
If I sit back though, are we still cackling?
Right, just give us 2 seconds. You will disappear off screen. We'll be back in a minute.
We'll be back shortly.
Sing amongst yourselves.
La-di-da, da-di-dum. La-di-dee, la-di-da.
Is that better?
Are we cackling? Am I cackling?
You're always cackling. It's whether we're crackling.
Are we cackling, guys? Are we cackling? We have run away. I spy with my little eye something beginning with B. Is that a lot better?
Camera.
We've changed camera, but my mouth might still be too close to the microphone. I can't sit back because I need to lean on something and my back's not comfortable. Hey, Debs. Evening, everybody that's joined us. Scott says brilliant now. Evening, Andy. Evening, Scott.
Well,
you've been at Sherry again.
Me?
No wonder.
Oh, I can't even get that.
I've been... Oh, just if you're going to show it that way. It's a rubbish camera. I thought you'd put knobs. That's good now. These glasses are making me see funny words. So is it story time? Hey, Dada.
Oh, it's story time.
So the sound had gone. I press mute. No, it's story time when you put your glasses on end of your nose and then you push it up like that.
Who's this?
It's what story people do when they're telling stories.
No.
Haven't been on a live for ages. Where's that comment disappeared to? Oh, it's coming back up in a second. Try going out and in. Hope you're well, Donna. Don't press mute. We're back in now, Soph.
Back in the room.
I'm glad you've caught us, Donna. Hope you're well, my lovely. But yeah, I think what we've found it that not necessarily obviously with COVID's a different thing, but I think once that release come from everybody being in lockdown, it was like a free-for-all for everybody to go visiting families and travel. And it's like I was saying to daughter the other day, and it's awful, but we're mixing with people and we know we isolate. Even now, we still sort of like isolate, don't we? We don't really mix. We only mix with a certain amount of people. But when you're going to meet, like when I go to my other daughters.
Because we're antisocial, though.
Well, yeah. But when we go to my other daughters, her kids are at school and she stands with all these mums in the yard. And it's like I said, I'm going to start catching old bugs again because she's mixing with all these other mums and all these other kids. So it's like, it's shocking. There's Denmark scored. I think I've got Denmark in me thing. But yeah, so it's just crazy how we're all getting these bugs. We've had a couple of bugs though, haven't we?
One reason we've been a bit quiet this weekend. I've had a 48
rubbish. There's a distance between and down. Yeah, it is, Sophie, it is. It is awful, this lot. I mean, at minute you can still mix. I mean, my advice to anybody mixing would still be mixed very carefully. And just remember, those you're mixing with are going to be mixing with other people that may have got it or may have got any kind of bug. They could have got a sickness and diarrhea bug. They could have got
just make sure you always use protection.
Yeah. They could have got a cold bug. But yeah, it's awful to think that even now, when we think it's okay to go and mix with everybody, it's actually proving that we're not all in clear. And I don't think it matters whether you've been jabbed or not jabbed.
Morning, Dave.
I think if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Morning, Mr. Mason. Make sure you come on your personally. Yeah, just shows you just had one cold since COVID. That's it, Debs. Do you know? I mean, we got a bad cold the other week, and I was coughing, and I got cold, and it weren't COVID, but I'd caught a common cold. But it was bad because I'd not had a cold or anything for about a year and a half because we've not been near anybody who'd had a cough and cold. And yeah, and it's just awful. Don't. You'll stop messing with mouse. I use that.
Yeah, and then that one's broken. Then it'll start shooting off all over.
Okay. So that Gillian, but lost signal. Back now. I caught a spirit of a little girl in the graveyard, but by the time I went to take a picture, she had gone. Do you know what, Donna? You'd be lucky if you caught her, to be fair, because even sometimes when we see them, we don't catch them. There once was a lady called Lindsay who laughed and laughed. Easy peasy. She has us in stitches with her quizzes. If you're good at them, then you're astounding.
She been sniffing gas again.
Oh, Nanny Lynn. How's your shiwi going, Nanny Lynn? Let us know if it's a good one or not, if it works. If it works, I'll order one.
You still got to tell us about this vajazzle.
Oh, yeah, Nanny Lynn's had a vajazzle done. Weren't I supposed to tell everybody online, Nanny Lynn? She's going to post pictures later. Oh, dear.
No.
Oh, sorry. Well, you sort that out, and then I'm not touching mouse, am I?
No.
Mashy wheezy. They all know. My boys spotted her first, was standing by my father-in-law near trees where his plaque is. Oh, wow, Donna. That's right, good. You have to keep a look at, see if you can communicate next time you go. Evening, Paul, hope you're well. The Jazzle is lost in the abyss. Oh, dear. Evening, Diane, my lovely. Bejazzle. She's having a bejazzle, not a vajazzle.
Is that on your book?
Yeah. Oh, dear. Yes, Gillian, your garden's looking pretty trimmed. Evening, Shelley, my lovely. How are you?
If you have it on your book.
Hey, Joe.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
If you have it on your book and your trump, you could have somebody's eye out.
You could with a vajazzle.
Flying diamonds all over.
What is it? Diamonds are a girl's best friend, or diamonds are forever? Oh, dear. Well, we've not been up to much. We've not been up to much at all. Been watching a bit of footy. John went, actually, you were in bed last night at 10 o'clock. 10:15, I think. You'd gone to bed because you were last night you went to bed early.
No, that weren't.
It's Saturday. Can't remember. But the one night John's been in bed early because he's absolutely not feeling very well. But a lady garden was on a convo. I thought we were a good convo so far. Oh, dear.
We are naughty, Sheila.
But yes. Can I have my pop?
I thought it was mine. You passed it to me.
No, that's mine. No, you drink. I don't want your lurgy.
No, I've drunk some now.
I've been drinking it.
Well, do you want it or not?
Yes, I do want it, but I still don't want your lurgy. I'm going to dissect the top and clean it with my
tongue
thing. Don't be dirty. Spitting in my drink. Hope he's feeling better now. Hey, Soldier, thank you, my sweets. You are feeling a bit better, aren't you?
I feel a lot better today.
He did want to go out tonight. He's took Fifi on a long walk around the place this afternoon, and he wanted to go back, but because of rain, it's just a nightmare. This bloody weather.
And it's football tomorrow night, so
come on, England, Wales,
we're all
Spain,
Welsh, aren't we?
France, Germany, Italy. Whoever wins is my favourite. What was wrong, John? We don't know, Nanny Lynn. He was just like exhausted.
I think it was like a 24-hour, 48-hour book thing.
It's got to have been, but you just felt right exhausted with it, though, didn't you?
I felt so drained. I got, feeling sick.
Headache.
Poorly tummy, headache.
I love it when he says, got a poorly tummy. I remember kids coming up to me and saying, Mum, I got a poorly tummy. I'd be like, oh, shut up. Go and have a poop.
England versus?
I'm not sure, Sheila. Yolanda, who's England playing tomorrow? Hey, Hung Donkey, hope you're well. Stomach and head, yes. Hi, everyone on YouTube. I'm watching on both. Thank you, Gillian, for that extra support there. Yolanda, who's England playing?
Well, they play Croatia. They played Scotland.
It's Czech Republic. We're playing the Czech Republic. So, what a change in weather. I know. How bad is it, Shelley, this weather? We've just been saying glorious sunshine. And then tonight we sat with back door open and we're like this. We're freezing. We're dithering because it's that cold. That's some laugh you have. I know. I keep getting told that, Mr. Donkey.
Thanks for my nickname.
What? Like a donkey?
No, donkey.
Oh, dear me.
Like a horse.
Like a horse or a donkey?
Could be a Shetland,
oh, dear.
Could be a Shetland pony.
Oh, God. No problem. Do you know, we keep saying that, Sheila, it'll not be a problem match. And then every time it is, it becomes a problem match. That's the problem. They make it a problem match. Oh, dear. So yes, so oh, I don't. I'm just so boring. I don't want to leave anyone out. I don't get what you mean, Jules. I've turned my hot tub off because of the weather. Wish we'd got an hot tub. I'd love to go and sit in. I'd go and sit in it in cold though, an hot tub. Remember we got chased by a hung duck once. Did you realise?
Oh, from me.
It's a sad case, Yolanda. The dog was homed a year ago, and they gave it back. We found it. Got a lump, miniature poodle, John. Oh, bless.
Everyone else has got GoFundMes. We could have one for an octopus.
Fake nails. Will that cover a GoFundMe for me fake nails?
Is any left over from octopus?
No. I think I'm worse than a woman for choosing what to put on. Got 5 shirts out, 1 pink for the week on Friday. So I'm taking them all just in case. I think a pink one would be nice for Friday. I think bright colours for a funeral. I think everybody should wear bright colours at a funeral. I know it's a sad location. It's not location.
Well,
I don't know. It's a sad place to meet at a funeral. But it should be a happy one for the memories, if that makes sense. I'm freaking love this all. Why have I only just found this channel? Only this morning and tonight I've been watching on Indie. Lindsay, you are awesome.
She's stomach.
The occasion. Diane, that's what we're trying to think of. Occasion, but I've got location in my head. Oh dear. Oh goodness me. That's what I was trying to think of. Why didn't you think of occasion when I was saying it? Location and occasion.
Yeah, I was trying to say it. You didn't even take a breath.
Sad, yes, but there should be happy occasions. They're sad but happy. That's what I should have said. No, location. Oh, I think I need a brain, a new one.
I was reading a thing on
you did, Shelley,
on Facebook the other day, and one of these about text messages that are sent, embarrassing text. And you don't never know if they're real or not, do they? But they said they're real, right? Yeah. And this mum had sent a text to all family, and she sent it to Dot saying, "Your uncle such and such has died. Just letting you know." And then she put lol. So kid had texted back saying, "You do what lol means, don't you?" And she went, "Yeah, lots of love." And he went, "No, it means laugh out loud." So she was like, "Oh my God, I'm going to have to text everybody back." She texted
to everybody, LOL. Do you know? Do you know, it's crazy. So, I'm glad you've found us, though, Donna. I'm glad you've found us. We are normally out on location doing a bit of ghost hunting like you do. But yeah, we do. Tuesday night's normally Chit Chat night. And then it's normally out, but weather's just shizer.
Well, I'll tell you something, if football match is rubbish tomorrow, it'll be half time, I might be doing a Chit Chat.
When? Tomorrow. No, I'm on my Malibu. I got a bottle of Malibu. I couldn't drink it on Saturday. I think I had a little bit of I think I had too many bottles of Skull. It weren't Skull, what were it? What were we drinking? Cause. I was drinking Cause. Oh, Wilfred. Oh my God, I would give Wilfred. Oh, I like that name, Wilfred. We're not having another dog. Just Simon says, "LOL is lots of laughs."
It does. It's laugh out loud.
It's laugh out loud. Simon's behind times. Malibu and Chit Chat, Donna. I can't. We come on at Christmas. We'd had a drink. We don't drink very often, but when I do, I like to just have a little bit too much, or not too much. But
we went on members, didn't we?
It's a good job we went on members because I'd done it. I couldn't even remember.
We're having shots and all sorts.
Well, yeah, we were like 6.
New Year's Day night, weren't it? Something like
that. Me, you, and Chelsea went on, and we did Bean Boozled, and then Chelsea spat them all back into things, so we couldn't do Bean Boozled.
Yeah, Chelsea bought me Bean Boozled for Christmas. We had 2 rounds, then she spat them all back into.
She did. But I am pleased to say Chelsea has now finished all her exams, all her essays are now in, and she is going to be, I think she's going to be moving to a new place. I think, I'm not sure, but I do think that she's going to be moving into same job but a different location. But she is, all her worries are behind her where the essays have done. She is finally caught up. So Chelsea will be joining us again on some nights out. Obviously she does work full time, so again it will be when she can get out. But yes, Chelsea will be joining us again shortly. So that's going to be some good fun. But yeah, I daren't drink and come online. I'd have read. Do you know?
Do you think she's loud now?
I get louder every mouthful of alcohol I have. My tone gets louder, and I get deaf, and I can't hear. I think I'm deaf anyway, me. I think I'm partly. I think I need my ears tested. I do think I'm deaf.
Yeah, she's only some frequencies you can't hear. It's whatever frequency.
It is. Do you know what it is? I don't know about anybody else, but all you mums out there that have had kids, you know that switch off button.
I'm not a kid.
No, but do you know that switch off button when your kids are being annoying, and you just think like, right, you can see them, they're safe, but let's zone out so we can't hear them. That's what I do, and it's like when John's talking to me, I zone out.
Oh yeah, you know if I zone out when she's talking to me.
I don't mean to. It's just that it's I just don't mean to zone out though. I literally can't hear you. That's the thing.
You tell me off when I do it.
But this is what annoys me, right? It goes selective hearing, yeah. This is the thing, right? He sits in room and he's got the dog. He's got Fifi, right, sat with him. And he's going, "You all right, baby girl?" And I'll look at him and I'll go, "Are you talking to me?" And he'll go, "No, I'm talking to the dog." And I'll go, "Okay then." So I continue watching telly. And then about 10 minutes later, he'll go, "You all right, baby girl?" I just ignore him because I'm watching telly. And then he'll go, "What are you ignoring me for? Are you okay?" And I'll go, "You're talking to a dog." And I'll go, "I'm not talking to a dog. How am I supposed to know who he's talking to when he's talking to dog first time I ask?" And I'm sure he does it just to wind me up. And then he goes in kitchen with washing machine on, in kitchen, or I've got telly on like 90 because I'm deaf, like I said, need me telly on really loud, right? Goes in kitchen and I'll say something and he'll go, "How can I hear you through this kitchen wall, kettle and washing machine?" And then he walks in all the way and I'll tell him what I want. And then he'll come in room and he'll say something to me and I'll say, "How can I hear you from kitchen?" And it's this back and forward banter that we have, and it's like, nah, do you know? Own goal in Belgium's favour. Whoop, whoop. I've got Belgium and all. I've pooped. I'm pooped. 4 breakdowns, 3 collections of Dragons in Wales. And AA called out 75 quid late for new batteries. Wow. I hope you're okay, David. What a day.
She's on one.
That's busy. Hey, Linda. What should you? Oh, sweet. If you need to speak, if you need to talk, Linda, you know where I am. Messenger's always open.
Not expecting a word in it.
Shut up. Linda, big love and hugs to you, my lovely. If you need me, you know I'm always here for you. I'm here for any of you if ever you need to chat. Even if you don't want to chat about much and you just want to chat about rubbish, just to take your mind off things, just message me in Messenger. Don't message him. He don't reply. He don't listen. He pretends he's deaf.
I am deaf.
You're actually, I once screamed in his ear. We were sat like about here. And I think I would mess. You know when you do them silly things? Well, I think he was sat in front like I am and I was sat behind and he was doing something on computer or whatever. And I went forward and I didn't mean to do it, but you know when you do an high-pitched scream right in somebody's ear, he shut off chair. Can you remember when we were in the living room? He nearly shot off chair. I honestly thought, you know when you make somebody jump that much and they like throw their hand, I honestly thought that day he was going to throw his hands and I was going to have an handball. Not from where he'd hit me, from where I'd made him jump and he flew.
When I go out to the house on my own,
funny.
We have 5 minutes to going out on my own. I'm running up to strangers in the street saying, "Say something, I think I'm dead." Because it's quiet.
Do you know? I had an emergency ultrasound on Thursday. GP wants to see me tomorrow. Do you know what, shall I keep positive, my lovely? Because even though they want to see you tomorrow, I know sometimes we always think we don't know what news you're going to get. So to me, just keep thinking positive, and whatever it is, you're not on your own. You've got all us lot here with you to get you through it, my lovely. So don't stay away. Make sure you come in. You're not drinking my pop. You're not sticking your tongue in my pop. You're not sticking your tongue in. I'm going to have a drink first.
No, because you're going to.
I know, I will. I can't drink it. And no, don't drink it all because I do want some.
I don't want any else. Just
you will go downstairs and get yourself a drink. Go downstairs and get yourself a drink. I don't have a drink because, you know, when you can feel a giggle coming on. I'm feeling a giggle coming on and I know I'm going to spit that all over. I'm honestly really feeling sick. Do you know, it's the not knowing, I think, my lovely. I think the not knowing, I'm just trying not to read what Joe's put underneath your comment because I don't want to laugh. It's hard not to worry, but I think just try and keep your brain busy with something else to try and keep it more occupied without thinking about it. And I think you're gonna feel till you get in and see, and then you know what's happening. But then hopefully then you can do a long big breathe out and it'll be like, okay, now we know. Not knowing is worse, my love, like it is. Diana put Lindsay's a good listener. She made me feel so much better a while ago, and thank you for Diana, anytime, my lovely, you know that. But it is the not knowing is worrying.
Yeah, but no.
Cancer. And I worry more about him. Do you know, Shell? I think that's natural, and I think that's more normal. And I know you're. I suppose you're in a position like John. He can't afford to be poorly, and you can't afford to be poorly because you're the one doing the looking after us. John's the one doing the looking after me. And I think when you've got something like that coming over you, and then you've got to go to doctors, I think it can just, but don't let it get on top on you. Like I said, Yolanda's always free for a chit chat, Shell. Yolanda's on Facebook after 11, not before 11 o'clock in the morning. But no, Yolanda's always happy to chat. But I think that's the biggest concern, Shelley. I think when you think that you're going to be badly, it's the care package that you're doing to your loved ones as well. And I think that adds more of the intensity on, because it's, well, if I'm poorly, who's going to do this for them, or who's going to come in and sort this out? And it just keeps adding to stress and adding to stress. So just do what you can and take baby steps, as you say, to till Thursday. Just keep doing what you're doing. And like I say, rant and rave to me down a phone. Scream, shout, or sit in silence if you want to. But like I said, Shelley, don't sit there and deal with it on your own. I'm sure you've got good friends around you that'll listen, and you've got us. So good evening, Claire. Good evening, John. One person can't do it all. No. Good evening. I'm not talking to you. Yolanda's a good listener. Yolanda's lovely. I hope you're feeling a bit better, Claire. I know you've been feeling poop today, so I hope you're feeling a bit better, sweets. Oh, I'm going to yawn. It's good. I wanted to laugh and yawn at the same time. Now I can look what Joe put, because Joe put it underneath. Stick your tongue in my pop. She don't want you putting her tongue. No, I don't, because what he'll do is he'll get me drink and he'll go round top, so then I won't drink it. And that's what he'll do when I pass it him, and then it's me that has to go without a drink, because he'll just stick his drink in top of my pop, so I won't drink it then. I'm very germophobic when it comes to stuff like that. I don't like sharing drinks, and I won't drink in any bottle of pop. I won't drink from about that much off bottom, because all that is spit. So if ever anybody gives you a drink of pop and there's only about that much in bottom, always say no. Well, I do it from about there downwards, because I think, well, if that bit's spittle, then it's mixing into it. So never offer, if anybody offers you a drink and there's that much, never drink it because it's just spickle.
Yeah, but that's only your drink.
No, it's in everybody's drink because when you go like that, you always put a bit back in and then it builds spickle. It is. It's a well-known fact. It's spickle. No, it's spickle in the bottom of the drink, so you never drink the bottom. So now because John shared my drink, I will only drink it so far down and then I'll say you can have it because then you can have spittle in bottom. Yeah, but you don't mind the spittling bottom of drinks.
Sam, you love that.
Don't matter whether it's me love, I'm a germophobic. Backwash, I call that, Lindsay. Yeah, it's the backwash out of John's mouth. My nieces are worse for backwashing my drinks. Oh, do you know, floating biscuits, chocolate. No, never share fluids. No, Andrew, you don't share fluids at all.
No, we don't.
Lindsay, what happens when you kiss John? Well, I have to get sanitizer out.
We don't know. It's not happened for a while.
We don't kiss. It's a kiss on the cheek. I don't know. We haven't kissed for a while, have we? I'm just telling you to fuck off.
Kiss it.
Oh, dear. When we're going to bed, he'll go, I'm going to bed. I'll say, okay. And he'll go, good night. And I'll say, good night. And then as he's going upstairs, I hear him whispering, fuck, I'm going to bed on me. We've got a new mattress coming tomorrow. So hopefully.
No, it's not tomorrow.
Oh, is it Wednesday? Oh, damn. I'm thinking it's Tuesday because we're chit-chatting. No. Got a new mattress coming on Wednesday. And it's it's an orthopedic one. And I'm hoping that when the mattress comes, I can sleep in bed. Night, Paul. Sweet, take care, my sweets. Lindsay, I'm trying to drink my coffee. But yeah, so I'm hoping for after a year and a bit, I can finally come to bed. He's had a year on his own in bed.
Not on my own.
Well, with Fifi, but just wait while I'm in bed. You know, he hated it before because we get. I have to do it because it's just a female thing to do, right? You get in bed. John's always last to get in bed when I get in bed. So I get in bed and I warm it up for him. When he gets in bed, he'll just go, you dirty cow. So he'll enjoy that coming back.
I'll sleep downstairs. Me and Fifi.
Oh, dear. But yeah, I am hoping that this new mattress, evening Rose, my lovely.
No, Joe, I don't get to spread out like a starfish because dog takes up more bed than me.
She does.
Still don't get any bed.
But yeah, so I'm hoping, like I said, Thursday, the new mattress works, and Fifi is going to get a shock. She starfishes on my side at bed. She had face on the other day when she thought I would come into bed. But yeah, so fingers crossed, and that means that I can sleep back upstairs. But the bonus of it all is, and I don't know if I said it other day, but we've finally got a bungalow. We've just got to wait for all exchanges to go through, but we've finally got a bungalow to move into. So that's really good. The only downside to that is we might have to come on here and ask for a couple of heavy men. Strong men or strong women, could be a strong woman. Can't be sexist. But yeah, because John can't lift everything on his own, and it's not far from where we are now. But we might need some nice friendly people to come and help just to move some stuff, because there's no way John can lift it on his own, you see. So yeah, so we might be on here saying, is there anybody local? Can you come and give us hand?
I ain't got no friends.
No, they're all like us. All our friends are like us. One's badly and one's not, or both are badly. I can carry light things. See, this is it, Claire. We've got loads of friends that can carry light things, but we need the muscle men to come round and get it. Yeah, but Gillian, you live way far away from us. We'll pop up if not busy. Loads of room in car. Yeah, but you all right carrying stuff, David? That's the thing. The thoughts of moving house. Don't talk about all that clear out. Oh my God.
We've just started today.
I've just gone through. I've got one suitcase out that's full of clothes from about 1963. From about 1998. And it's still got clothes in there from 1998 that I won't throw away. And I've just had to throw them.
I'm sure it was 60. Sure, all your miniskirts and boob tubes.
No, I never wore miniskirts and boob tubes. Nanny Lincoln. We've got a tea maker, Nanny Lynn. I live in a bungalow in Russia. Well, that's no good, Rose. You're too far away in Russia.
We're not moving to Russia.
You're not moving there.
Hey,
evening, Sandra, my lovely. Oh, do you know, I don't know what's up with Sandra, with stars and that. I don't even know how it works, but don't worry about it, sweets. Every so often they send free ones through, and they're ones that you can send on, my lovely. So you don't have to pay then. Hey, no, just popped in to say hi. Love you guys, Lindsay and John. You're genuine lovely people. Love you too, Neil. Thank you for coming and saying hello. Hope everything's well. Sophie's in Essex.
It's closer than Russia.
It is closer than Russia. See, I would have said no.
You know
my geographical map.
Do you know where?
I know where Essex is. Yeah. Essex is near London. And where did I think it were? No, Bradford. I thought Bradford were near London. There's got to be a place near London called Bradford.
Did you have your cup of coffee, by the way?
This morning, I did get my cup of coffee. Yes, they did me a cup of coffee. But all my 80s stuff in the wood cooker. Oh, no, mine's from 90s. I just need to slim down and then I can have them. I used to keep everything. I've been doing a Swedish death clean for over a year now. Started seeing a big difference. Do you know, a lot of people have said that, Debs. You know, if you start doing a clear out, Lorna's saying it as well. When you start having them big clear outs, you start feeling better in yourself because you've got... Even though it's all put away.
We've got so much stuff that
we have. I mean, we've got attic. We don't even want to look in that attic. We've got teddies from, what do you call it?
1932.
No.
Avon
Holiday Park. You know that elephant and tiger, is it? What did you call them? Rory and the gang. We've got an elephant that's about the same size as me and John sideways, and it's about up here. And we've got 2 teddies that size up in loft. So I think I'm going to do a car boot and just take them, because what they say, one man's trash is another man's whatever.
We need more than the car to get that lorry.
But no, there's all sorts up there that we've got to get sorted. Love the bungalow again. When we first together, we rented one brilliant to Hoover straight through. No carpets, it's all wooden flooring, so
Kelly's
it's just a straight clean.
Tomorrow as well.
Oh, Kelly, you'll be fine, my lovely. Don't be scared, sweets. How I imagined it when I went for mine is I just imagined it as having a flu jab. That's what I say. I always think when I have any needles to do with anything, and it is basically all it is a stronger flu jab than what everybody's already having anyway. Because technically that's COVID, isn't it? Flu.
That's what our clear out's like, same as Claire's.
My clear out is throwing everything in the loft. My builder said, Claire, I don't know how your ceiling isn't falling. That's ours, Claire. That's ours. So yes, now I've got to go through clothes and everything. I'm 26 now. I think there was a misunderstanding about my age. Oh, bless. Well, now that everybody knows Sophie. Nothing to it, Kelly. See, Lord, yeah. Pop back on in a bit. No worries, Nanny Lane. But yeah, I think for COVID and the thing, you just think of it as a flu jab. That's all it is. It's just a flu jab and a booster. All tiled. So keep wraps that very nice. Lovely, Lindsay. I know. Do you know? I can't wait. I mean, it's lovely. The bungalow itself is absolutely lovely.
You're a tour when we get in it.
Yeah,
it might not be for about 3 or 4 months anyway. So
no, but at least it's a countdown, isn't it? We're hoping for about 4 months, and then we can. If you need any boxes, save it. Oh yes, please, Claire. If you don't mind saving me some boxes. As long as they haven't had any manure. Give me them for John's clothes. He can out smelly pooey ones. I'm always Claire.
No, you're not. That's how nasty you are to me.
Do you know, this is all I hear all day. All day, how nasty I am.
And all I do is get insults all day.
You don't. I wouldn't really put your clothes in a pooey box. I would not. I'd have you smelling pooey.
I ain't got any clothes.
Did you ever get any side effects when you're vaccine? Because that's what I'm worried about.
I felt a bit tired.
That's all we did, didn't it? Just felt tired. I think everybody that we've spoke to who's had the vaccine.
For a day or two.
My daughter, she's diabetic and she had the AstraZeneca one. Yolanda had AstraZeneca we had Pfizer, didn't we? And I think Rob had Pfizer one. And to be honest, Jordan had no issues whatsoever. I think
sore arm, tired. Yeah,
that's about it. I know some people get a little bit more different side effects, but I think sometimes a lot of these that you're watching on like TikTok, and I'm a TikTok fan, and I'm watching them on TikTok, and they come on and
let me go live,
and they're saying that this and that, and you've just got to take it with a pinch of salt. Because it's just not right what they're saying. Made 300 quid when we did car boot last week. Most was crap. Most was crap.
We don't want.
But that's it. But what you think's rubbish, it's not rubbish to somebody else.
Yeah, but he's not telling you. He sold all Tracy's stuff.
Yeah.
Tracy's left one pair of trousers, 2 tops, and a pair of knickers. That's all she's got left. She sold lot.
Oh, Tracy, so sorry. No, you'll be fine, Kelly, with Visor one, my love. Like, I think they're getting a lot of younger ones now, the Visor one anyway. But yeah, no, you'll be fine. A bit sleepy, a couple of hours after you've had it, but bar from that, you'll be totally fine. Like I had no side effects. Don't panic. Just set next day to a reset rest if you can. Yeah, that's what we got to. That's what a lot being told. A lot of young ones are booking in on a Saturday, so then they've got like Saturday, Sunday rest day, and then they're all right Monday. Lorna felt a bit fluey. I think Yolanda felt a bit fluey after hers. I love a car boot. Love car boots. 24 hours after first jab, but second jab was okay. Yeah, I thought it was Yolanda that felt a bit fluey. Nikki, if you've not had your flu jab yet, you're diabetic. You're like Jordan, and I know you're type 1, aren't you, Nikki? You need to get in touch with your GP and let them know that you've not had it because I know all type 1s and type 2s, but I think you're type 1 like Jordan. You should have already been immune because now they're going down to younger ones. I think it's under 30s now that they're doing. But yeah, my son advised one the other week. He just had the arm aching and was tired. Yeah. But Nikki, you get in touch with GP. You can even actually go on website. You can go online. I'm not sure about anywhere else, but I know in Sheffield, I got a email through on my phone. And I can book it in online. So I can even send you email with that on because it must cover that all over the country because it's just an email. So if you want me to send you text with email on, Nikki, I'll send it. You're on Facebook if you're on Facebook. And yeah, but I think But no doctor taking it. Don't make exactly. They want to be shouted at, Nikki, if you've not had it. Especially because with diabetes sweets. Yeah. I got text message from NHS for mine. Yes, Scott, that's what I got. Even though I've had it, I had a text message from NHS saying...
I got one from AA.
to book in. And yeah, but obviously I've already had it. I think I've got you on Messenger. If not, Nikki, message me. You've got me on. I think you've got me, but I'm sure you've messaged me before on Facebook. I'm positive. So yeah, just send me a message and I can message you back next. And yeah, I get mine done at doctors. See, you're lucky now. I think, Kelly, doctors are starting to do it. We went to doctors, but we had to go to a complete different surgery, didn't we? I am sorry for what I do, torment you, bully you. be mean to you.
You are mean to
I'm
me.
not mean to you, numpty.
She makes me sit in this office all day. And then she's ringing the bell when she
you
wants
can
to.
ring 199 and book in over the phone. There you go, Nikki. Number there, ring 119 and you can book in over the phone. And that 119 will cover all at UK. So
ring 0898.
no. Do you know what spooky my mum's day before the second jab came up? My nephew normally takes us, couldn't take her, so I said the day before I will go with you, mum. The next morning I got a text to go to the same surgery and mum was going to same time. That's all right. I know with mine, I've got that cough and cold on the Monday, and I was supposed to be going for it on Tuesday. And I just went back online and I rebooked it for Thursday. And then I went on Thursday and I said, I've not been very well. I've had a cold and I've got a cough, but the cough's in my throat. It's not on my chest. And they said that I were all right to have it. So, yeah. Speckle, it's known to be haunted. Didn't go in, but you can walk round the grounds. It's good. Oh, Sandra, send us... if you can, send me... John's going to have a look for it now. It's okay, thank you, Sandra. We'll have a look at that one. I'm back, but on my phone as Pino is on my keyboard again. We all know when Nanny Lynn's cat's on... we all know when Nanny Lynn's on Pino or Pino's on Nanny Lynn because the keys come on and it's all mixed letters and numbers. And, yeah.
She's Liverpool.
Got some images. My daughter Sophie and my youngest daughter's name is Sophie. But yes, so are you looking?
It's in Liverpool.
Oh, it's okay. We're going to be driving about anyway, aren't we? I want to go. There's a few places up in Lincoln that I want to get, and then we want to get to Scotland. I want to get up Scotland. I want to try and have a weekend in Scotland somewhere. But in between, I think it's. I don't know where I want to go in Scotland.
I'm sure you'll.
But I think it's sort of between. I think it's between Glasgow and Edinburgh. So like in between, but more onto the coast.
When we looked,
I think I want to do Loch Ness. I want to go and have a weekend on Loch Ness.
When we looked,
I think that'd be good. Pub. It's a shame you're not in there, Kelly. We could have come. We could have had a few spirits as well after. There's nice haunted or what I call active places. Then there's not nice what are active. We are low now. We are coming up. We're coming up to Scotland. I know one at cemeteries we can't do now. I think they've stopped.
I think it was around
paranormal teams going in at night.
Blackburn in Scotland. Because look, you've got Whitburn there, Edinburgh's there, and Glasgow's there, and it was somewhere in between. I'm sure it was.
Whitburn, I don't know if it was Bathgate. It was either Bathgate, I think, or Whitburn. I don't know. I think it's a Mary I need to speak to. I think it was Mary that were helping me sort it out. I want to stay in Edinburgh and work my way back down the East Coast. I know, Claire, that'd be a right trip, wouldn't it? We have to get a big caravan and hire it between us. Yolanda's happy says somebody scored. Can hear her going, woohoo, and screaming. I'd love to come with you to Loch Ness. Oh, Debs, do you know it'd be lovely? Been to Loch Ness and Loch Lomond. Which did you prefer, Nanny Lynn, at Lochs? Which one? I lived in a not nice house. I rented, my health went bad, lost my job, I had to move back home. After living in one, if you ask me. Again, do you know, I think it depends, Joe, on how
7 hours 40.
I think it all depends on the person living in the properties. It's what, 7 hours and 40 minutes? No, I know. And Fort William. Have you heard that people who live in Manchester, Bolton, and Blackburn with Darwin aren't allowed to go to Scotland? It was on the news earlier. No, I didn't hear that, Gillian. Got a map from Loch Lomond. Gorgeous. I think I'd like to go to a malt from Loch Lomond. Gorgeous. I might have to have a drive up. Both beautiful places. One night after doing 8-hour shift, my boyfriend at the pub went upstairs. I was going to the bathroom and heard a man's voice in one of the rooms. Opened the door and there was no one. Then I got really scared. Oh, bless Kelly. That'll be just one of old punters chuntering along.
Better.
Denmark was quality. Going on an investigation at the Rifles Museum in Salisbury with a group of friends who are just starting out. Any tips you can give me? Best thing to do, Linda, is if you catch anything, look round first to debunk, see whether there's fans, see whether there's refrigerators, if you're using K2 meters, if you're doing a live video, or it's near like you do like a run through first where electrics are, isn't it? Because if it's high electric, you're going to meet, it's going to be flashing, it's going to give cold readings, and just enjoy it. And if you're using things like, go on, then you can download apps now on your phone, and it's supposed to show you. We've got one. We don't use it that often. An SLS camera. Just be aware that the ones you're downloading on your phone that are free are entertainment apps. And they're made to pick up something. So if they see a picture of like a square box, they're going to make it. It's going to make it look like a person because that's what that app's meant to do. So they're not good ones to use on investigation because they do get a lot of false readings. Same with the proper ones, the SLS cameras, they can give false readings. You've got to be really careful when working with them. But apart from that, just enjoy yourself. And just be respectful. That's all I'd say. Just be respectful to spirits and let them know that you're all right. Yeah, that SLS ghost tube, I don't rate that at all.
Look for a face. If it picks a face up, it adds a body.
It adds a body. So if it's like I focused it in on that, it'd put a body on that and it'd make that look like a person. I've done it on my dad's grave. And all it did, it just focused in on my dad's gravestone and it made it look like a person, and it weren't a person. It would just, it's just be very, very careful when you're using stuff like that. Make sure that it's things. But yeah, welcome, Jackie, my lovely lady. Evening, Mimi. I saw my initials. Back on PC now. Pino's gone out. He'll be back soon. Not far from Cambridge. Evening. Oh, I've said Jackie, haven't I? Good evening, Jackie, my lovely lady. Welcome to our ETA family. Hey, those saying hi. I know, Mimi. It's crazy, isn't it? Because you can't say hi back to everybody. It's like da 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 da, and then you miss off at chat. Have you ever used one of those headband hats with a torch and a recorder to investigate? I haven't, no. I've never even thought of having an head torch and using a recorder, to be honest. Maybe that's a good idea to try. Good catch some. There's two people walking behind someone. Yeah, again, David. Again, do you know, if it works for somebody, then it works. Other people, we all have different opinions, and you know what it's like with paranormal. You just respect everybody's stuff, what they catch, don't you? But yeah, that's that. Do you know, that's quite interesting. I think for me, just having headlight on, and holding camera in front, I suppose it's a bit similar, but you'd be dark around both sides, wouldn't you? So that's an interesting one to look at, kind of like a dash cam on your head. Dear, could you imagine? I would love you two to come down to Cambridge because there are lots of places that are haunted, and I'd love to come and do a ghost hunt with you and John. Kelly, we'll look into coming down to Cambridge, my lovely. Look, there's lots of different places we want to look down to come in, but yeah, we promise we will come and look at places down at Cambridge, and you're more than welcome to join us on a ghost hunt, my lovely. That's not a problem. We'll get some sorted, sweets. Looking forward to it. I'm old school, don't have a smartphone, and really just my own personal sensors. They have all the equipment. All I have is dowsing rods.
Pendulum?
You know what?
Go pendulum?
Take your pendulum, Linda. If you do pendulum, take your pendulum and do your pendulum. Hey, well, Bill. What do you think of phone apps in general for ghost hunting? I like them, Shelley.
Some of them are good, some of them not so good. It's hit and miss, like Scotty put. It's ones that work for you and that you like,
Yeah.
There's some we get on, we're like necrophonic, Dead Wave,
that other one, Spiritus,
Quantum Box. We get on with it. We get on with them. We get what we think are quite good responses.
But you could talk to somebody else and they'll turn around and say, well, no, they're not responses. But when we're at places and the history is talking about kings and stuff, and you ask what king it were, and it comes out with Henry or Richard, like it did other week, and Richard were more, we didn't even know Richard were relevant, and it were actually King Richard that were more relevant than King Henry. So it's really interesting, I think. Again, what you've got to be aware of when you're listening to these apps.
I mean, what you've got to remember as well, sorry, I should interrupt you.
Sure.
What you've got to remember as well, that everything, not just apps, everything we use, everybody uses in paranormal or in ghost hunting, whatever you want to call it, is all experimental. Yeah. Nobody knows if it works. We're all just trying, and it's your own beliefs. Nobody can say that these things do work. Nobody can say that they're all garbage.
But it's really interesting when you're getting responses like you do into it. Necrophonics is really good. I enjoy necrophonics. When you're doing your next tarot card, I will make arrangement and I'll do a tarot card this week.
It looks nice.
Everyone has different tools they like to use and what works best with them. They do well, Bill. I mean, it's strange, isn't it? Because, I mean, we've used Paratech before, and on some nights we've had Paratech on, and it's like being really good with what's come out. When we've put it on next night, it's absolute garbage. There's nothing coming out that's relevant to being asked, and it's just spitting these random words out that have nothing to do with anything. So, like you say, I think it just depends on you. I do believe, though, for spirit energies, I do believe they have to build a trust up with you. And to be honest, I think we're just starting. John started before I did, but
I like EVPs.
I think we are starting to build the energies up, the trust up with the spirit energies, and maybe Fae energies. I know we don't interact with them, but obviously they're supposed to watch us all the time while we're out, if you believe in that. But with spirit energies, in the last 4 times we've gone out, well, more for John, but for the last few, we've actually caught shadow figures. John caught one when he were on his own, and then we caught some when me and Claire went out, didn't we? Mm. And to me, they'll only show themselves as a shadow figure like they do, not to scare us, but they're giving us that extra proof in my eyes, if that makes sense.
We've never tried it. We keep saying we're going to try it, but I don't believe. Seen a lot of videos on YouTube, and I don't believe it takes you to.
I think what happened that some kids set it up, and they went to a beach and they found that body. They said they found it through Randonautica. Did they? Didn't they? Oh, I said that right then. Did they? Did it? We'll never know. They just said they did. But all these other people then have jumped on bandwagon. And if you're wanting to see if Randonautica works, best thing to do is download the app like we did, put it in and watch where it takes you. I mean, the app itself is an entertainment app, and it'll set you, think of what you want to find before you go. So obviously, YouTube people that do it, they'll go a ghost, a demon, whatever, and then they'll go to middle of wherever, and a demon will pop up. Amazingly enough, you'll see a demon running around field in human clothes.
I will do one now.
But yeah,
I will download it, and I will do a Randonautica.
It's good if you like rambling. It is a ramble. It's like a rambling. What's that other one that you could do where you could go and find them code things and write your name on them? And...
Oh, you had to look for them boxes, didn't you?
Yeah. Can anybody remember what that were? It's called Randonautica, Dave. But there's another thing that you can do, and it's similar to Randonautica, and it's good to do with
It's like you get a map. And you actually
go to different locations.
You have to look on area.
But it's. That's quite a good thing as well. But I think it's one of them Randonauticas are okay if you want to walk through farmers' fields or through housing estates that have been built on housing estates being built across a field, or if you want to go in private land. That's it. Geocaching.
That's it.
Yeah. Geocaching is quite good. Obviously not for ghost hunting, but for those that can walk. I think there is a disability one that's set up for
there's all different levels. There's like level 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter whether you're in a wheelchair, your walking sticks, kids in prams, mobility scooters, push bike, car even. You can get to some of them, but it's quite good.
Spirits would get fed up of people trying to contact him in the same place. I think spirits would get fed up of people who are going being disrespectful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't know. They might get fed up, but I mean, they might be sociable. So, like, if somebody goes and they're respectful to them, and they're trying to find out what's happened to them, what the story is, or whatever, just be pleasant. And
I think as well, it goes down. I think as well, it's like not just respect for spirits, but respect for the place. If you're going and you're chucking fag ends or empty drink cans or pissing in a corner, and you're in their space, you're in their properties, and it can be so disrespectful to see what people do. Start smashing things up or writing the names on walls, and do you know what I mean? Then I think they'd shouting at them, calling them out.
When people say we're going to go and wind them up, I hate it. It just does my head in.
What is it? What we get asked sometimes, and I start laughing. We'll get messages or comments, and they'll go, are you going? I forgot what it is now. Not ghost busting. I don't know. It's another word for ghost hunting, basically. And I laugh. And I've messaged back to some of them, and I've put, we don't do that. You're watching wrong team. That's not what we do. Because we don't. How we investigate. Some people will find boring. Just because we're not running about or jumping and screaming or
and swearing
being attacked by demons that are never going to be in that place anyway. Evening, Trish.
Hey, Trish.
But yeah, for some people it's boring. For us, dogging. But for us, it's enjoyable because that's not who we are. We're not these people that'll start running around and screaming. And John's not bothered whether he goes out on his own or goes out in a team. The only thing that scares me when John goes out on his own is in case he has an accident or in case he bumps into people that aren't friendly or do you know what I mean? The normal worries. But I've got no worries about him going out and communicating with spirits. Do I think that there's any demonic things out there? Yeah, I do. But do I think that we'd attract them? No. Because our energies.
In every place we go, no.
Yeah. No, they're not in every place we go. No, they're not. But I don't think our energies would attract them anyway because we're not that.
When we next
not
come
negative.
Down, you'll have to take us there, Dave. I'd love to go there.
Yeah. For me, did you not mention dogging? But for me, I just think the whole thing with Most Haunted, like Wild Bill said earlier, you've got Zach Baggins, majority of these teams out there, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're watching them, that's who they thrive to be. And I'm not slagging them off or anything like that because there's nothing wrong with that. If that's the way they want to go down that path, if that's how they want to investigate, good on them. And you know what? I hope if that's what they want to do, make it big, John, make it big.
I'm more frightened a gang of lads or whatever turning up than I am of a bunch of spirits being there because I don't think they'd hurt you, spirit.
You can feel them. You can feel energy changes, can't you? But you don't feel. I don't know. I get that. John can feel it. I feel it in my stomach, and then that's when I need to go. But yeah, the jumping about dramatics got very wearing after a while in different groups I used to watch. That's the thing, Lorna. Do you know, it's good fun at first, and then it gets to a point where it's the same old. Nothing changes. And I'm not saying when we go out and investigate anything changes, it doesn't.
No, because I mean, a lot of evidence people find boring because they are quite similar because we'll go out and we'll be asking who's here, what name, we'll be asking about the history
of it
and different things.
Yeah.
And that's not what a lot of people want to watch. They want to see the jump scares.
They do want to see jump. That's the thing. But if you ask people, which would they prefer, the one way of doing investigation of just going out asking the questions, trying to get history.
I'm not pulling that up because I think his videos are great, but
Danny.
I'm not exploring with Danny. You know what I mean?
I love him.
No nun's going to come running out on my investigation.
Unless Danny's in area, might come and sneak up on you. But no, I mean, Danny's videos are awesome. The editing on his videos, the energy he puts into his videos. But Danny's always said from beginning they were spoof. He were another one that got a lot of shit. Oh, look at him, he's doing this. But what people didn't realise is when Danny first come live, Danny were calling them paranormal. But if you actually read underneath, they were all spoofs. But you know what? I still think them nun videos are hilarious, and I do hope the nun returns yet again, because I do watch Danny's stuff. I think and Felicity's. I think the crackers pair on them, but I think they're a good laugh. But again, they don't take themselves seriously either. They enjoy what they do, and they don't make out it's real. Whereas though I think that's what differentiates Danny for me from a lot of other teams out there, because they don't stipulate that to you. They just say they'll say it's real, or they're not going to correct it if it's not, because then it's your opinion that makes it. Whereas though for us, we want to try and let you know that it were. Do you know?
We'll debunk it.
Evening, Elizabeth. How are you, my sweets? But yeah, so I think it's one of them. I think it's same as that, innit? If you like Coronation Street, EastEnders, Dallas or Dynasty. Do you know what I mean? You've got people that love Dallas, and then you've got people that love Dynasty.
Like Crossroads.
And then you've got Crossroads. You love as a Crossroads. Crossroads were quite boring. But Benny, that's all I remember at Crossroads. But that's it, exactly. So again,
is that why they call it
Benny? I don't know. That's what I used to wear, weren't it? That green one. But yeah, that's to me. That's all you have to look at. Who watches whose team and who does what, and it's all Sandra. Because. Thanks, Sandra, my lovely. But yeah, it's one of them. What people are going to watch, what they're going to watch, regardless. And for me, I mean, it's. Like I said, if I want to watch funny, I watch Danny. If I want drama, I watch Simon. If I want to watch ghosts, there's a couple of teams out there that I do watch. There's a New Zealand team that Steve's just sent me over to watch this morning, and that team looks good in New Zealand. I need to watch a few more of theirs. But there's a couple of little teams in UK like us. That we enjoy watching as well, you know, and seeing where they go and what they catch there, and then I'll either get in touch with them, or if we're already on our list, we'll just go. And it's just one of them things, isn't it? But no, I think it's good. Simon's funny. Simon can be an arsehole at times, but he knows I love him. So like I've always said, I don't agree with a lot of what Simon says, but I do moderate for Simon, but how I moderate in Simon's chat is exactly the same as I expect our moderators when they're modding for us. So when I'm in his, it's just Simon, that, innit?
He is what he is.
But Simon, he is what he is.
I am what I am.
As he always says. But yeah, to me, we've known Simon. We at the drink. We know he has a drink on a Saturday night. And we know him without that, and we've seen him without that.
Far from an alcoholic. I can tell everybody that he's far from an alcoholic.
No, and he doesn't drink every day. He doesn't drink every night, unless he's on holiday. If he's on holiday, then good on him. If I were on holiday, if we were on holiday, you'd book to go on holiday, and you'd either laid by a pool drinking or wherever, wouldn't you? Do you know? Do you go to John's haunted place anymore? We don't, Joe. No, unfortunately, we've got other commitments. John's got other commitments. They do their own thing. We do our own thing. So no, we'll not be going back to that place anymore. But no, I mean, again, it's all it's that commitment thing, isn't it? You know, it is what it is. I am what I am.
We've got a lot of other places lined up.
Simon's a trip without the luggage.
Definitely.
He is. Trish Tracy has been having physio on both her wrists for months now, Elizabeth, after... Yes, she has. Sending you loads of love. Oh, no, I'm sorry to hope you get a full recovery soon. Sending you loads of healing, Elizabeth, my lovely. I've missed what you've put in chat, but...
We're having physio.
Oh, well, I hope physio works, and I hope they don't push you too far to cause more damage. That's the only thing I don't like with physios.
We do try, Elizabeth. We do try.
We do try what?
To look after Simon.
We do. The thing is with Simon, no matter what, you know, somebody once messaged me and said, why are you friends with, how can you be friends with Simon, the drunk old man, the vulgar and everything else, what they want to call him? And like I said to that person, if I choose to be friends with Simon, it doesn't mean that me and you agree with what he says. But if I got if I got two friends and her husband's beliefs were one way and she believed her husband's beliefs, would I then not be that lady's friend just because her beliefs were different to my beliefs? Kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So to me, it's over my head. Yeah, Queensway Tunnel, John.
I know, that's it, look. See, I've got it now.
Fab. But yeah, I think Simon says it's when he's wrong. Do you know what he does, David? Sometimes he can take it too far. He knows when he's took it too far. And he does. He deals with it in his own way. I know. He took fancy taking his own teeth out the other day. Tooth, pointing to his tooth. It's gone now. Nobody can call him what the tooth.
Pickled tooth.
Pickled tooth. Is that what they called him? Pickled tooth. Bless him. I'd have kept that pickled tooth. I think it added a bit of character for him. But yeah, no. Simon's his own man. Simon makes his own choices. Simon says what he's going to say. Regardless, I could phone him and said, don't say that. Don't get involved. You know, he's just who he is and his personality. But he will be joining us on some investigations. Hopefully we've got one coming up in a couple of weeks on a Saturday night that I know Simon will definitely be joining us on. So yeah, friendship means being able to tell each other the rights and wrongs and knowing it's through care. That's how I see it. Do you know what I mean? It's true that's what is a friendship. A friendship you don't just fall out with somebody just because they say something that you don't like or they act a certain way, especially if it's not done in I don't want to say an harmful way, but if it's not, I don't know how to word it. Well, no, but I think if you're a friend with somebody, you should be there to back them. Like you say, right or wrong. Just because you're backing them when they're wrong doesn't mean you agree. Do you know? It's very yeah. Some of my closest friends are very.
He's not a bad lad.
Vastly different points of views on politics and religion, but we're still friends as it should be. I think. Do you know? I think this day and age now, what annoys me is people come on and they'll say, "Oh, trolls are on. They're trolling. They're trolling." They're not trolls. Some of these people aren't trolls. They've got an opinion. But the problem what you've got with opinions, especially when it comes to Facebook, YouTube, social media, messaging a friend, there's no emotion behind that post. There's no emotion behind that message. So like Nanny Lynn's put there, nobody's perfect. Now, if I were in a conversation with Nanny Lynn, let's say, I'm picking on Nanny Lynn, but I were in a conversation with Nanny Lynn.
Nanny Lynn, she's not picking on me.
I know. And I put something and Nanny Lynn put that back. I might take that in a funny response and think, fucking hell, is she being funny with me or what? Nobody's perfect. Is she taking piss? Because there's no emotion. So when a lot of these people come on, as long as they're not being nasty and they're not being personal and they're not being rude and they're coming on, to me they're not trolls. They're people that have got an opinion and
some people
want to say
on and say something nasty, they're only saying that because they're listening to what somebody else has said and it might not be correct what they're saying. So they formed an opinion on Simon, on us, on whoever because of what they've been
told by somebody else. I don't know how many people have got in touch with me over the last couple of months and have said, I can't believe that you're so different to what we've been told. And I'm like, what do you mean what you've been told? What do you mean what you've been told? And it's like, well, such and such has said this about you, such and such has said that. And I'm like, really? Okay. Do you know what I mean? If if they're sad enough to tell people that I'm a bad person or I've done this to them and I've done that, it's their lies. It's on them. It's not on me. Which to me, I'm glad that them people I'm not with them. Do you know what I mean? Because that's not what friends do either. So, but it's just a silly old world that we're in now.
I don't think this lockdown's helped.
No, I think this lockdown's caused a lot of drama online. I think there's been a lot more drama than necessary done online because people got bored. So what's easiest thing to do when you're bored is find somebody to pick on. And I think that's what a lot of things do. But you've got to think that we are creators doing stuff.
Joe Max said that's if it's true. Also.
Exactly, so if it's true and it's off, it's not true, is it?
Sometimes people say, well, we've been told this by such and such, and then you ring, you might know what the person, so you go, well, you say this and say, I said no.
Yeah.
You know, so
but it's like, say if me and John had an argument and I went to Elizabeth and I said, Elizabeth, me and John's had an argument, blah, 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 blah. And John went to Wild Bill and said, Wild Bill, me and Lindsay's had an argument, blah, 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 blah. Wild Bill gets one truth. Elizabeth gets one truth, but then there's the truth in the middle that neither me and him have said, that we've caused it or we've said or we've done this before. So you get the truth of what these people think, but you forget the truth in the middle of where it started. So whenever you do it, I always think that when you're people online and they're saying things like, he said, she said, they've done this, they've done that. Remember, that's not the whole story. That's fabricated to what their belief is of that situation. But there's something that's caused that to happen prior, and they're not talking about what caused it prior, what they said to start it, or what got said in a conversation that upset the other person to retaliate. You know, so to me, there's three truths. There's your truth, there's your argument's truth, and then there's the real truth that's slap bang in the middle.
When we do a drama video,
and nobody gets it. What drama video are you going to do?
Nobody might get loads of viewers.
No, hearsay is the worst. It is Wild Bill. An amount of people that try and discredit people's characters when actually that person's nowhere near as bad as what that some are. Don't get me wrong. Do you know some? I see some on YouTube and some things that get said about certain people, certain things. We know sort of truth behind things because we've witnessed it ourselves. It's not, we'd never judge a book by its cover, but yeah, we've had experiences with people and they've turned out to be well and truly fruitcakes.
It's not funny when Lindsay has too much coffee all day.
Oh no, can't have that coffee again. But yeah, and they are property loans. They need to go and have treatment. They're bad, but do you know what I mean? But they'll go out and say bad stuff, and it's like a load of rubbish. I always say, if anybody wants to know anything, just ask. I'd rather you ask me, and I can laugh at you for asking a question. Night sweets. But there is, Shelley, always more sides to a story. So for me, when I see all bitchiness going off on whatever social media platform or between people, fruitcakes, I am Wild Bill talking about you. No. But yeah, you know, yeah, just ignore. But you know what, best thing to do is just have a laugh. There's too much sadness and too much shit and negativity going off to get involved in it. Do you know? I know that I'm not a positive person all the time. I know John's not a positive person all the time. We all have his dips. When we're on here, we will be might be a little bit louder than what I am. Do I get giddy when I come on here? Yeah, I get a little bit more giddier than when I'm off camera. But can I be like this off camera? Yeah, I can be like this off camera. I can be worse off camera sometimes. Can John speak more? Yeah, because I don't speak all the time.
Well, she does speak all the time.
No, but you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just... But we'd never come on here to make you lot go away and feel shit about yourselves, or we would never purposely come on, would we, and do anything to... We just want to make you all just be
Brighten your day.
Brighten day, yeah. Happy go lucky. Forget your worries. Because to me, that's what I want to do when I go online and I'm watching somebody. I want to forget all the shit that I've had. Because don't forget, we've got kids. And life ain't always straightforward, is it? Do you know what I mean? There's other issues coming in. There's family issues that we don't discuss online because we have to deal with that off camera, not on camera, because it stops. There's a door. It's like, do you know when you go to work? When you go to work, all your shit is left at that door before you walk through your office door or before you start your hairdressing or before you do whatever you're doing, don't you? You have to leave your baggage at work. You can't take it into work with you. Even though this isn't...
Leave it at home.
Leave it at home. Or leave it at door. I'd leave it at door and let somebody else take it.
Well, trip
but, yeah, they would. But for me, when we come on here, you don't want us to sit here going, oh... You know, the night John poked me in the eyeball.
Lindsay's got 14 children.
Yeah, do you know? I've got 3. I've got 3 kids. John's got 2. I'll speak for him on that one. But yeah, and it's like you don't. I've got 3. You want us to come on?
I've got 3. So you?
Oh, yeah, I've got 3.
Yeah.
Which is third?
She's downstairs.
That's the dog.
She's my baby.
All right, then I've got 4 with. I've got 3.5 with half a dog.
Not half yours. You're not having half my dog.
I'll have a head. You can have a butt. It stinks.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that ends.
But yeah, for me, last thing you want to do is see us coming on here being whoa me. I could come on here and I could say, do I suffer with mental health? Yes, I suffer with mental health. Do I like I suffer with mental health? Possibly, yeah, because I'm up, I'm down, and everything else. But not in a negative way. Do I come on and moan that I've got to use a scooter, a mobility scooter to get me from A to B, or that I've got to walk on sticks, or that I'm using a wheelchair? No. And the reason I won't come on and moan is because that's what I do off camera. That's what I do off camera to my friends. And I'm not saying you're not my friends, because you are all my friends. You're all family. But I'm on about to friends that know me, to family members. Of course, I have a moan, but I would never come on here and sit and be, whoa, me, because there's no point. There's no point, because it's not what you want to hear. Yeah, I want to hear all your woes and everything else, and I want you to put them in chat, because that's what Chit Chat's for, isn't it? What are you going to laugh at? Don't you dare spit that water. Fuck off. Go on, Dan. Swallow.
I am good.
But that's what it's for us to have a chit chat. And I might pipe up.
Oh, Sharon, it's Chit Chat Monday because football's on tomorrow night.
And I might pipe up and say, oh, I suffer with that. Blah, blah, blah. And then we can have a conversation. Do you know? But it's like, I don't know. I just get fed up of people coming on and saying, well, just all this woo me shit. It's just depressing listening. So yeah, like me with the stars when I have to call up, it's funny side. When the kiddies are around, I always laugh about it, especially if I sit on the phone with them and can't get up. Exactly. You have to make. You can't. Yeah, you have to.
You should kill me, Sandra.
What? I dare you. No, I'm only allowed to spit water in his face when I'm doing that. What do whales do? That's batting his face. But yeah, 100%. Not many people know my issues. As you, I wouldn't go on and tell everyone. The thing is, me. I don't mind coming on and talking about illnesses and what we all suffer with. It's an everyday thing. But one thing I won't do is I won't come on and moan about my illnesses or moan about mental health. I've got a family full of nutcases, believe me, to do with mental health, and it's unreal. And I could go on all day, but you look at funny. I've got to look at funny side of it because we are all fruitcakes. With nutcases, especially when we get together. But it's fun. You know. Drama. If I wanted drama, I would watch the soap operas. Exactly, and I think people are mistaking social media with soap opera. And when they're coming on, they think they've got to do a soap opera. And It's not a soap opera. This is real life. It's not a soap opera where we can turn computer screens off and we can shut his eyes. If people are bullying, when we turn our screens off, if you're being bullied online, you turn your screen off. You're still feeling that. It's not a script. You haven't got a script or a piece of paper in front on you that you say, right, I'm going to say this. That's going to be funny. Put the script down and then go home and be all nicey. That's a soap opera. YouTube and Facebook, completely different. All social media platforms. And people think that it is a soap opera when they're doing the bullying and they're saying the nasty stuff and they ranting and raving on, oh, we're getting this involved and oh, that's getting involved and oh, we know this and it's yeah, do you know, and it's just crazy. What's the difference between husband and partners? Go on. I might not laugh. 1 million subscribers. I might not laugh. I don't get jokes really good. So I apologise. He might not. He might know. I'm not very good at jokes. I laugh at my own jokes, but I can't laugh. I laugh at everybody else's.
If you have got 1 million subscribers, can you ask them to come over and speak to us?
But yeah, and that for me, bullying online is a big thing. Because for those that do it, they think it's a soap opera. But what they don't realise is then people are sat off at other end of a camera. Do you know, he's can change so many people's life in
I've heard that second. One before, David. It's just...
but yeah. What else is there? Mental health. We met again with mental health. I had a friend once, and I'm not going to name names because, I mean, I'm no longer in contact with this lady anyway, but I'm not naming names. I had a friend once, and I didn't know when I first met her. We'd done an house exchange, and after a bit, she was wearing these long T-shirts down her arms, and this particular day, it was really warm. And I said, so why aren't you taking your cardigan off? We'll go and sit in garden. She said, oh, I can't take my cardigan off. So I says, why? I went, it's lovely outside. You're going to be roasting. She went, oh, no. And then her husband walked in. He went, no, she's been self-harming. So I says, oh, right. And I thought, wow, you know, somebody that self-harms. Now, there's people out there that self-harm. And there's people that crave attention. And I'm doing this very, very delicately, only because I've been in both situations. So she did self-harm, but what it was, there was no deep cuts. It was just like little scratches going across. So she'd get the knife and she'd put it gently to it, not hard on her skin, gently, and she'd do it. But she did it when things didn't go her way, or she wanted her husband to buy her something new, and she got all depressed and everything. And she did. And then year before, actually last month were 2-year mark for Janae. One of my friends who was as outgoing as me, who you wouldn't have said were nothing wrong with her. She was outgoing. She got a fast living job. She got kids. She's got family. She got everything. She went in the bathroom and she took her own life. And that was a school friend. Now, I wasn't close with her. My cousin were very close with her. But we were still close. We still all grew up with each other. It was still heartbreaking. But you wouldn't have known. And I think what annoys me most is when people use mental health Charles, sending love to you across to Texas. I think what annoys me when people use mental health and they use it for attention. And you know the people that do it. Because it's how it's done. Do you know? No, if I said to you, I'm feeling a bit low and I've got a bit of depression, you wouldn't see me for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, because depression isn't something that you can get over the next day. Anybody suffering with depression, you know yourself, it's not a quick fix. But yet people come onto social media and they'll go, oh, I've got depression. I'm depressed. Oh, I couldn't go live last night because my depression got me and it was so bad. but yet they can go live then. And I'm not saying, and please don't give me nasty feedback, because I do suffer with mental health. I'm ADHD, I'm split personality disorder. I've probably got a bit of schizophrenia in there as well, because that's what the family's got. Do I suffer with depression? Of course I suffer with depression. But how I suffer with depression is different to how John would suffer with depression. I'm bouncing when I have depression. I can be laughing more. I could be crying more. Do you know, how I show depression is completely different to how John would show his depression, or how somebody else would show their depression. But for me, it just annoys me to think of all these people that are genuinely suffering with mental health issues that are sat in our chat room now, that listen to some of the shit that comes out of people's mouths on social media for the feel sorry for me factor. Do you know? And that really, I'm not going to say it, but that really grates on me. That again, do I get involved in it? No. Do I comment on it? No. Do we just let it over his heads? Yeah, it's not to do with us. If they want to show themselves up, people know. Depression hasn't got a button that you can turn off and on, Lindsay. We both know that, yeah, mental health. It is cruel. It is cruel. That's just like me. And again, put them right down where I don't speak to anybody for a week. Exactly, Nicola. Do you know, there's so many factors to mental health. But do you know, people that truly suffer with mental health don't broadcast it. They don't come on and they don't broadcast it. They'll come on and talk about mental health, and they'll talk about the bad days and the good days, but they don't broadcast they've got mental health. Nobody. I don't know anybody personally, and I don't know if any of you do know anybody in chat who really suffers with mental health and comes on live cameras claiming to suffer that. You just don't. It's just something that people don't do that suffer. Mental health is a quiet thing. It's not. It's took all this time for mental health to actually come out and be discussed openly, isn't it? And for these people, it's serious. You find people pick on you with depression. I wouldn't say friends won't pick on me anyway, Julie. I wouldn't have anybody negative around me, to be fair. And you know what? Picking on somebody with depression, it's wrong. I'm trying. It's not the pick on depression, is it? It's just.
I think picking on anybody's wrong.
Picking on anybody's wrong, full stop. But if you've got depression, Duck, and you're around people that make you feel bad about yourself, you need to remove them and get positive people around you that can support you. And yeah, sometimes friends might say, oh my God, she's talking again, she's saying this again. And it's not because they're fed up, it's because they don't know how to help you. So if you're honest with your friends and you said to your friends, look, I know you can't help me, and I know I sound like I'm moaning, I just need you to listen.
If they're friends,
they're going to listen to you. But don't. In life, you've got that much negative shit happening in life anyway, without adding more negativity to you. And by adding negative to you is by staying around people that are negative and don't support you. Who's off to bed? Somebody's off to bed. Sweet dreams to whoever's got to go into bed. I've been tagged as psychotic, schizoid. As far as the military is concerned, this is it, Wild Bill. Do you know what I mean? But you won't come on camera. You'd come on and talk about it, but you wouldn't. It'd be different talking about it to saying that you've got it. Do you know what I mean? It's just crazy. It's just crazy. But mental health does need talking about. But that's the thing. It needs talking about. It doesn't need. Move that. It doesn't mean.
Nanny Lynn, I think.
Oh, Nanny Lynn. Nanny Lynn. It doesn't mean that. I don't even know what I was saying then. I lost my train of thought. See, that's my brain gone. But yeah, you know what? You get me gist. You get me gist. I don't have friends. I keep myself to myself. You feel like you put on everyone. Nicola, you don't put on anybody sweets. That's more a feeling that you feel and not what others feel. But to me, that's part of feeling depressed sometimes, of the guilt that you feel you're putting on other people. Yourself. Yeah, it's easier to isolate yourself for you, not for anybody else. But the isolation is no good because you'll never get yourself out of that situation if you want to talk. You've got loads of friends on here, Nicola. You've got a family of friends on here. There's 30 people on there, and you've got 30 people, including us. So that's 32. So you've got 32 people that you've got friends with, Nicola, that you can talk to anytime. And everybody will put that in chat. Everybody's inboxes are always open. Because you find some people you gel with, some people you don't. And you need to talk to them who you can trust. So build that trust up. Build that trust up with people so you know you can trust them. So what you're going to say is stays with them. You don't get told to anybody else, because that's a trust thing. And trust to me, well, trust to us is it's massive. It's huge. So yeah, people are so judgmental and don't help. No, you can have a drink though.
Have you spit in it?
No, pass me in your glass. And it doesn't help with people. Shelley, this is the thing, people are judgmental, but they're judgmental because they don't understand it. John's dad is a class one. John's dad don't believe in depression. There's no such thing as depression, because when he was younger, there was no such thing as depression. You got up and you got on with it, you know. And people are still thinking that today because that's how their parents have brought them up. And that's where the judgmental comes in, because they don't think that it's real. But then 8 out of 10 of them people probably are suffering themselves and don't even know it. You know, it's crazy. But like I said, trust. I have my small group I talk to. They may not understand, but they listen. Do you know what, Sophie? As long as they listen to you and you've got somebody's voice to, like I said, you can scream, you can shout, you can rant, you can rave. And you know, as long as you know it's a safe place, you're getting it all out, and it don't matter. As long as you're able to get it out and speak about it, then to me that's best thing for you to do. Yeah, I mean, do you know, my daughter will phone me up and I'll know she says good morning to me on phone, whether she's having a good day or whether she's going to have a moan, because her voice is so normally it's morning mom, and blah blah, and next minute she can phone. Both of them do it. In fact, all three of them do it, don't they? And they'll phone, and next minute it'll be morning, are you all right, did you have a good night's sleep? And then I know what I'm in for. I don't understand. Do I understand what's going off? Yes. Have I experienced it? Yes. Do I interfere? No. They have to make their choices. I just have to be there to support them and just let them know that whatever they do is the right thing, you know. And that's all you can do. But yeah, I don't even know why we got onto mental health, to be honest. It just sort of like crept in there, didn't it? But yeah, anybody that's suffering, please reach out to, whether it's us, to whether it's another group you watch. Reach out and touch my hand. I don't even think that's a song, is it? Yeah, but my lyrics are different to your lyrics.
She got face on it caught other day, right?
Because it spoils me songs when I'm listening.
She listens to Mellow Magic or whatever it were. Was it Smooth Mellow Magic?
Smooth or mellow.
On, but when Lynn's in car, we have to have smooth music. Mellow Magic, right? So this song come on, and what rate? She's only happy when she's dancing. Yeah. So I changed words, and I said it's a song about Lindsay, and I said she's only happy when she's whinging. I was singing. So then she gets face on with me because I've changed words. But Lindsay can make her own songs.
I can. Reach out and touch faith. That's what I was thinking. But I got touch hand instead. It's good to talk, as they say. It is. It's good to talk. But yeah, so enough at serious subjects, I think, now, unless we need to keep talking, and then we'll keep talking. I'm keeping this covered because I've had my tea. and I've spilled baked beans on the top. He always says I can't take you nowhere.
I can't take her out from here.
Oh dear. Best channelings. I'd give him a dig. Oh dear.
Then she didn't like that, so I changed it to she's only happy when she's spending, and she didn't like that.
No, because I'm not a spender on big things. What I do is I'll go into places like Poundland and I'll say,
she don't spend
I'm only going in for one thing, and I come out and I go, my God, why come that's cost all this money? It's only £1.
She doesn't spend like £100 on one thing. What she does is she orders 63 things off Wish.
I ordered off Wish. Thank you very much. Since beginning of COVID, since the beginning of the lockdown, I have not ordered off Wish or Joom or anything. I've ordered off eBay. And now I've found another one. Also Samaritans, yeah, always there, 100% confidentiality. They are shell. Samaritans actually are a good place for anybody to talk to. Poundland and B&M they are, Nicola. You go in and you think everything's like, oh, it's only a quid. You get to checkout and it's like £56. What have I bought? And you look on table and there's actually nothing. You've bought crap, but because it looked good on shelf, and it might come in handy. You never know when that whatever you've bought might come in handy, even though you might never use it. But because it's only like £1, you put it in. Karen stopped ordering off Wish. Yes, Gillian, looking forward to meeting up with you as well, my lovely. We will be doing a day trip to Skeggy to see Gillian. I think Yolanda and Rob are coming out with us for the day as well. eBay. It is deadly. It is deadly, Sophie. But best thing I do is I go on and I'll bid on things, and then I forget that I've bidded. And then next minute my phone pings and it says, you have won. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't realise I'd bid for that. My daughter called me pound shop boy. Oh dear, bibs for adults. Gonna paint them. There is actually some big bibs for adults. There is. I had one bought me the other year for Christmas.
We haven't even sorted it yet, Lee. We've got to get a different printer.
For cups we've got t-shirts, but John's running. We've not took any money for any t-shirts yet, but we have got a few to print out ready. I know Antoinette's got 2 on order, but the t-shirts are here. We've just not had time to print them, but we don't take money until the day we know we're sending them out, and then we ask for money. So then we're not hoarding anybody's money that wants to do it. But yes, so yeah, we are. We're gonna be meeting Gillian in Skeggy in a couple of weeks, so that's going to be good fun. But yeah, it's just I love getting parcels. I do, but Dog normally chews them before we get to the door, doesn't she?
It's a race in the morning.
It's a race in the morning. John or Dog, man versus Dog, to get to postman's hand. Oh dear.
Normally now
postman's fingers come through the door. Who's going to grab it, John or Dog?
It normally comes between 8:30 and 9 o'clock in the morning at minute. So I'd make sure I'm in the kitchen at that time so I can see him walking and I can get to the door before she gets there.
It's a bloody nightmare, I'll tell you. Or you can email Samaritans too. So if you don't want to talk to anybody, you can email them as well. That's a thing. Been to Skeggy in years. Used to go to Butlins with the kiddies when they were younger. And is my dream. Well, it is. I keep signing up and I'm getting so many weeks free. And then I cancel it, and then I go back on it about a fortnight later, and it gives me another 4 weeks free. So, yeah, my dad is a postman, got a nasty scar on his fingers from up. Yes, the little dogs are very yappy. Our postman's told us that umpteen times.
I used to work for Royal Mail years ago, but I only did put deliveries for about a week. I was a driver for Royal Mail. Mail Centre.
Read Yolanda's. Get your T-shirt with Exploring the Afterlife on top of logo and Yorktown printed underneath, different ETA chapters. Do you know, we might do that. Yolanda, that's going to be our new logo. We'll put the chapters. So if somebody says we want an ETA shirt, we're going to print it on back, and then underneath we're going to put their town logo or their city logo.
It was just the other day, and I don't know if anybody's seen it, and we're re-watching it, aren't we?
Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy. About these American bikers, and I said, "What if we got like the shirts, and we put the ETA logo in the middle, like the Out Reaper, and then they've got Sons of Anarchy top, so we put Exploring the Afterlife. And then where they've got Redwood, you can have your town put underneath.
We'll have Sheffield put under ours. Yolanda and Rob's going to have Chesterfield. No, that's going to be good. So yeah, so we can have his own charters. That's what you're going to be called now from now on, charters. So for my dad's friend was a poster, and he was always being bitten, but was always Yorkshire Terriers. That's it. They always that when postman come here, because Fifi's only little, you've seen her, and we put one of them baskets, you know, to catch post. Well, she ragged it off literally pulled it off the door. It took her about a month to do it, but she finally got it off. And postman actually said, little dogs are worse because they come under, so they can grab, whereas the big dogs come straight on, and the mouths aren't normally can get to letterbox. Yeah, we do love Sons of Anarchy. Can't spoil it though, because Yolanda and Rob haven't seen it, and we're only on beginning of season 3. So no spoiling it in chat, please. Come join the murder. What is it? Murder. I can't say it.
It's been a murder.
It's been a murder. Can't say that. I'm from Texas, and I need to know what is a nutlin. Nutlin. She meant to put butlins, Charles. It should have been butlins.
It's a holiday camp.
It's a holiday camp. So they've got like chalets, or I don't know if they do caravan. Oh, they do. They've got a caravan site. But you have to take your own caravans on, aren't you? But it's like a big holiday park kind of thing on beach.
If I could go anywhere abroad for an investigation, where would I go? I'd go to America.
Really, Diana? Wow. If you could go anywhere abroad for an investigation, where would you go and why?
Maybe in America for me.
And it says, does it have to be abroad?
Take care, Carol.
I don't know. Take care, my sweets. Have a good shift in the morning, my lovely. Sweet dreams. Do you know, I don't know, because there's so many places that I'd want to go if I could travel abroad.
A murder of crows.
A murder of crows, yeah. But that's what it said. It said it was a murder of crows.
No, it was a murder of crows. It was something else.
Did I put something? It's what it said on the quiz. I wasn't cheating. It was real, Lorna. It were real. It's a real thing. I don't even know what it were now. I went in a pack of cook. Did I call it a pack or something? Joe Mac, America for me. I'd like to do Alcatraz and Amityville. See, about Amityville, I'm like a little bit like that now. I wrote Amityville one.
I would like to that forest in China as well, that suicide forest.
No, I wouldn't. That's one place I wouldn't want to go. The energy that you'd feel from that place, just knowing
I don't know if I want to investigate there, but I'd like to experience it.
Would you? No, I wouldn't. That's one place I wouldn't. Cackler crows, I think it was, Scott said. No, for me, I think that place... it won't be. I don't for me think I could go. I think the energy's there before you even get there, knowing what people had done in there or how big
name for a group of crows,
how young they were or how old whatever it was. For me would be too much, and then to walk inside and feel that energy. No,
you put an unkindness.
Oh, what? An unkindness?
Yeah, and it's an unkindness of ravens, and you said it's crows.
Right. I don't know. I can't remember what it were. A murder of ravens, I think. I can't remember who the cackler crows. Murder of ravens.
Crows you put
that's in Japan, John. That suicide forest, not China.
Well, yeah, with Joe Mac that put China.
But I think somebody's just put one. Where's it disappeared to?
Just let me do
Auschwitz.
Oof, no.
Now, I would love to go for the historical fact of Auschwitz. I wouldn't do it, like John said. I don't think I could do an investigation. I could do an investigation if it was me on my own, working with my pendulum and filming it for my benefit, not for the benefit of the cameras. Would I go around and do a walk around with the video? Yeah, I'd walk around and get stories and what we were being told and everything. But again, for me, there's certain places you can investigate and there's certain places you can't. Our Lindsay uses a lot of Lindsayisms made up by Lindsay. You get used to it, don't you? We have many haunted prisons, you do. I mean, for me, people have said, we've had a couple of comments, and people have asked us and said about graveyards that they don't think it's appropriate to do a graveyard or cemeteries, whichever. I've got no problem with going into a cemetery, a graveyard, and doing an investigation, as long as I'm focusing on before. If you can get to 1800s, it's better. But you want to, it's the old part of the cemetery for me. And we're not going up, and it's not intrusive for me, because these graves have been forgotten because either families moved on or died or whatever. So to me, I think it's quite respectful. As long as you're being respectful, for me, I've not got a problem with it. Now, if my dad passed away in 1982, if somebody went and did my dad's grave, I would have a problem with that because of the year it was. I'm still living, and it's a direct descendant. If somebody, after I'd passed, went to my dad's grave then and did it, my family hopefully wouldn't have a problem with that, because it's a different era. Do you get what I hope that's making sense. But yeah, for me it's different. But if they've got no families and they want to come out because they've got messages to say, then for me, then it's good. So yeah, Ouchwood would be upsetting for me just knowing what went on there and hours. But do you know, Gillian, we went. I'm just going to say this before we finish. We've been across to see my mum's other half today, and I didn't realise that POW camps and what other one? SAS camps.
No, SS.
SS camps. I didn't realise it were two different things. And I didn't realise that on the UK Isles, British Isles, we've actually got a World War II camp. No, yeah, it's a World War II camp or World War One.
Run by SS.
And it was run by the SS. And that's on the UK. That's in the UK Channel Islands. And the amount of people that died there, which it's like history forgotten for me. I've not even, then again, I'm not an history buff. I've only just started getting into history properly since we've been doing this. But the history on them Channel Islands is heartbreaking. It's disgusting. Do you know? It was an SS camp, and the SS camp is what Auschwitz was. That's what he said, isn't it? Whereas the POW camp was something completely different. And I didn't know that. We didn't know that. Never knew that, Lorna. It were only because where we've been today, I've been to see my mum's other half. And he used to live there. He used to live in Channel Islands. He used to live in Australia. He used to live in France. He's lived all over. Alderney camps. Is that what they're called, Scots? So we are going to be looking into the history and sharing that history. I think that's the one you were on about. It might be that one you were on about, Scotty. I'm not sure. John's just going to check. But yeah, it were, and I'm not saying that's anything compared to what happened to those in Auschwitz and to I'm not. But what I'm saying is, it was these horrible things that happened in our in UK that I would never have dreamed of that happening. Yeah, the Alderney camp was a prison camp built and operated by Nazi Germany during its World War II occupation of the Channel Islands. So yeah, I'm gonna see if we can get, I mean, I don't know if Scotty's got time to do it, but we are going to look at that, and we are going to do some history, I think, on that, and see what we can do. I might even try and use a pendulum if Scotty keeps some history back from me. I might even try and use a pendulum and trying to connect. We don't know, but yeah.
On Alderney.
Yeah. But no, it's heartbreaking. But right, guys, we have been battling on for 2 hours. Oh my God, 2 hours. I could talk all night. I could do a Simon. and talk forever and wouldn't know time when I'm not looking at time. I ain't got bourbon. I have. It's not red wine. It is Ribena Light. There is other drinks available, but if Ribena Light want to sponsor me, you can. But yeah, so
I'm looking for a sponsor.
Oh, cheers, Scots. Thank you, my lovely. There's a film about it. Can't remember. Well, if we can remember, Yolanda will post it. Have a look for it, Julie.
I am looking for a sponsor, and if anybody from Harley Davidson is watching and does like to gift me a Softail Custom, then I would be quite happy with that. Yeah,
one we are back on, so at least I can try and sit on the back for photos. Would do very nicely. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed your night. I hope it's been entertaining, interesting, and learnable. So everybody take care. We will be live tomorrow. I'm going to be live in the morning doing a morning chit chat. I'm going to start doing that every morning. And if I can't sleep tonight, I'm going to go live later on as well. But I can't promise because I might fall asleep. But yeah, so take care. Stay safe. Love and light you all. Mwah. Love you loads.
Bye.
See you soon.